Now please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome your next fighter, making her way out of the blue corner. This is Marissa Smookler.
Our first and only women's bout of the evening. Chanell Maldonado, Marissa Smookler. Our first boxing bout of the evening. Something new that promoter David Oblis has begun adding to the cards in addition to Muay Thai and no-gi grappling. Now adding boxing to the mix. We saw it on our last card. We will continue that this evening. Marissa Smookler, first debut boxing bout.
Making her way out of the red corner, Chanell Maldonado.
Chanell Maldonado also making her debut, which is what these boxing bouts are. Promoters looking to get some people with no experience, kind of let the cheese in without having to worry about grappling kicks. And the lady said please and thank you.
Yeah, we got boxing, so it'll be 2-minute rounds. We got 3 2-minute rounds here for amateur boxing. They're wearing 12-ounce gloves, and as you see, headgear, obviously. So it should be exciting.
I still contest the headgear, really. It does next to nothing.
Yeah.
It might help prevent cuts. I think as far as brain trauma, next to useless.
It's the optics.
Ladies and gentlemen, this amateur boxing match is set for 3 2-minute rounds in the NFC welterweight boxing division. Introducing first, she's fighting out of the blue corner. She steps into the cage tonight at a height of 5 feet 2 inches tall, having weighed in at 143.3 pounds. She trains with X3 Sports and she fights out of Rochester, New York. And tonight in the NFC cage, she makes her boxing debut. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Marissa Smookler. Her opponent across the cage and fighting out of the red corner. She steps into the cage tonight at a height of 5 feet 8 inches tall, having weighed in at 145.6 pounds. She trains with Granite Training Academy and she fights out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. And tonight in the NFC cage, she makes her boxing debut. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Chanell Maldonado.
That may be the most enthusiastic introduction an 0-0 boxer will ever get. Here we go, Maldonado in the white trunk, Smookler in the black, and right off the rip, you will notice a massive height discrepancy.
Here we go, round number 1. She's got to look to use that range.
Smookler right off the bat, some good head movement on display, which when you're giving up 7 inches of height, that's a must.
Yeah, she's staying active, especially with the pressure. Doing a really good job here. You can't be turning your back here. But first time in the cage, it's very nerve-wracking.
Smookler's got some hands.
Yeah, she does. She's looking pretty solid and comfortable in the pocket like she's been there for years. Maldonado looks very uncomfortable. She's really got to pump that jab out. With all that range, you've got to use it. Big shot landed by Smookler. Oh.
Smookler doing a really good job when she's punching, bringing that head off the center line.
Yeah, she lands a big overhand. Not a lot of power to any of these shots, but, I mean, they add up and they make it uncomfortable for your opponent. So I don't like how Maldonado's chin is way up in the air. However, with all that length, you can kind of get away with it, especially at the beginning, being a very green amateur. But
why?
Yeah, but I'm saying here, she can get away with it, but Marissa may come over the top and land a big overhand. And
as you said, not a lot of power, but when you have your chin way up, it doesn't always take a lot of power to make you go night-night.
All it takes is to make that brain rattle a little bit.
Round 1 in the books between our ladies. Smookler coming in, ready to throw down, very active. Maldonado, see if she can shake it off, open up a little bit here in round number 2.
Bury the hatchet. Champion Heating and Air, Phenomenal Finds, Monday Night Garage, Takedown Sportswear, Dr. Jeff Traub, if you can break it, he can fix it. And of course, our friends from right here at Live at the Battery.
So with these two girls, you can see right off the bat a bit of an experience advantage to Smookler. Smookler, a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. So while we don't know exactly how long she's been training, it's safe to say at least a year, maybe 2. Whereas we do, Maldonado just began training 5 months ago. And 5 months that's nothing.
Yeah, very minimal training. I wasn't comfortable until 15 years in training, essentially. No, but it takes a while. Some people pick it up a little faster, but this is a good opportunity with headgear, big 12-ounce gloves.
And when you've got that much reach advantage, if you have a good jab, a good cross, and some decent footwork, you'll be okay.
Comes out hard with the 1-2 down the middle. But the good head movement by Smookler gets out of the way. So, oh, big shot down the middle.
I would imagine Maldonado's coaches are telling her, look, let's go right down the middle. When you have that much reach, the best path from your fist to the other person's face, right down the center.
Yeah, I believe I see Lewis Brewington in her corner, along with Bojan. I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but he was a good fighter himself. So, both longer guys. Got a good training camp, so.
You see the headgear moving around, just it's going to happen.
Maldonado's feeling it this round. She looked very uncomfortable at the beginning of round 1, but she's starting to let loose here. Smookler's got to be moving off the cage. She can't keep her feet planted. That's where big shot on the counter hook.
30 seconds here in the round. Yeah, she sure did. She threw that big left haymaker, and it connected.
Okay, it's a giveaway?
And definitely you can see the nerves loosening up. Maldonado starting to let the hands go, having some success.
Almost threw a knee.
Referee Nate Mann going to put him in neutral corners and just remind him, yeah, this is boxing.
Go back to blue, Tom. Or no, Tom can't. Yeah, Elena, yeah. Sorry, I know she's really right under you.
Shouldn't need a lot of time off here. They're both probably just catching their breath. Referee Nate Mann giving her a warning.
It looks like Nate's taking his time. So it looks like Nate's taking his time. Is it a crotch lock?
Here we go, an extra long break.
I thought it was a break.
Now short time left on the round. Look for them to throw some bombs here to finish off.
2 rounds down, 1 to go. A much better showing from Chanell Maldonado.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to follow us on Instagram at NFC Fights and on Facebook at NFC Community and the NFC Fight Night page. Also, we do remind you, please do not come cage side to take any photos or video, or you will be removed from the building. You may take photos from your seat, but please, no flash.
2 rounds down, 1 to go in our first women's amateur boxing match here in the NFC. If you are watching this and you want to try your hand, maybe you have aspirations of being a fighter, this is a great way to kind of dip your toes in that water. You're on the right website.
Welcome them back.
Click on the NFC Boxing Challenge,
round.
and this could be you in the not too distant future. Here we go, round number 3, Smookler and Maldonado.
Come out fast, just like they did in round 2. Big combo there by Maldonado. Return back by Smookler. Marissa Smookler's got the crowd chanting her name here. Big jab down the middle, snaps the head back. This should be interesting for judges to score. There's so many different disciplines that they have to focus on. Now they got boxing added to it, so. A lot of traditional amateur boxing you see scored more on the points as opposed to power. A lot more volume based. So it should be interesting, the scorecards. This is a close fight. Both ladies have had a lot of successful moments. I think Marissa had a very good round 1. Round 2, Maldonado started picking it up.
Smookler's doing a good job of tagging Maldonado when she comes in.
Yeah, now both ladies throwing it down. We got 20 seconds here.
Keep the camera steady if you can.
And you got to believe a little fatigue setting in there. There you have it for the ladies, throwing it down. Good flurry there to end our boxing matchup. We will take it to the judges. Zach, any ideas which way this one's going to go?
It could have gone either way. That last round, I think, was the deciding factor, and both ladies had their moments, throwing a lot of punches and bunches, a lot of volume. Nothing significant was landed in terms of power damage. No one got dropped, so this could be any ladies bout here.
While we've got a moment, what have you got coming up on the personal slate? Any fight news?
I do not have fight news yet. I don't think Tony Bennett will be ready for April. I don't know where he's at, so I'm hoping to get on April 25th in Alpharetta.
Which is unfortunate. I was looking forward to that.
Yeah, it would have been a great bout, but we're looking at options for April 25th in my home city, Alpharetta, Johns Creek area, so 10 minutes down the road. Super excited for that. Yourself and Mr. Oblas saw the venue and said it was spectacular.
Oh, it's so nice. Who would have thought a fighter whose nicknames are Felony and Crazy Horse wouldn't necessarily be the most reliable? But an absolute legend, one of my favorites. Hopefully we'll get him, hopefully you guys at some point.
Yeah, maybe one day. Maybe here at the Battery in July. Who knows? Once he get his everything sorted out. You never know with him.
How old is Charles Bennett?
23. I think he's early 40s, I believe.
Is that all? Wow.
Yep.
Okay. He's been around, feels like forever.
Fighting since 99. I'm calling out all 40-year-olds.
Ladies and gentlemen, following 3 grueling rounds, this decision has gone to your judges' scorecards. Judge Monica Ridgway sees this with scores of 30-27. Smookler. Judge John Merigliano sees it with scores of 29-28. Maldonado. And your final judge, Will Fisher, sees it with scores of 29-28. Your winner out of the red corner, Chanell Snell Maldonado.
Congratulations are in order. When they called out that split decision, you looked shocked.
I was a little bit, but I mean, I had confidence that I was going to do all right. I could be a little better in my game, but I mean, this is a learning experience. It's my first fight. So I'd like to thank God and all my coaches and my family for appearing. And it wasn't easy, but I did it.
I feel like you came out a little bit slow in the first round, and your corner said something to you, and you just flipped a switch that second and third round.
Yeah, they were reminding me of everything that they had taught me while we were in training and how I should keep sticking to it and not to overthink stuff. Everything's a mental game, so, you know, I just had to lock in.
Well, there were a lot of cheers when you walked out here. Everybody was going nuts for you. What do you want to say to your friends and family that came out to support you this evening?
I'd like to say thank you. It means a lot to me, especially never doing anything like this. I get nervous when I talk, but I'd like to thank everybody that came out for me and supported me. It means a lot. And thank you, God, most of all, for giving me this opportunity.
Congratulations, you're undefeated. You guys put your hands together for Maldonado.